You're going to have to bear with me because I'm watching the establishment science fiction go so crazy and go so insane over just a simple thing happening over on BlueSky, which is the woke little safe space away from Twitter, because once Elon unbanned everybody, they couldn't handle it. SFWA is just out of their minds, melting down over just this little thing happening. It's so funny. Now, this has nothing to do with this. This is Uncanny Magazine, and they are one of the leading short story magazines out there for science fiction and fantasy. And I just want to put this, you have to see this because I had to. They're one of the worst woke outlets out there. They were woke before woke was cool. This place is just the biggest cancer of the industry ever. And they got big on Kickstarter, of course. And so they are pushing this. Look at this weird cover. It's so crazy. You got this fat lady with all these different different race dudes of different ages, all fawning over her in some sort of reverse harem thing. This is what they want. This is because it's all these old blue-haired fat cat ladies with wine ants. They're not even wine ants. They're wine great ants at this point, on their walkers, imagining they're 35 and fat again, but all these men are fawning over them. And that's the demographic. That's what they want. That's their utopia of the future right here, guys. And this is why we have to fight against this. And I just love seeing SFWA meltdown. So again, this is science fiction stuff, guys. Science fiction publishing, which I've been in for a long time. I was banned before it was cool over there. So smash that like and subscribe button as we talk about all things in the culture. This is gross. Oh, I got to get this image off my screen, my friends. And we're going to do it with a good book instead. This is The Stars Entwined. You see, this is what a book should look like. You got an alien spaceship with some dark planet in the background. That's what science fiction's all about, not this garbage right here. And so we've been, of course, making our own books for a long, long time. I would love for you to grab this, The Stars Entwined, get the whole trilogy because it really builds into a wonderful story. This is a space opera about a human spy who embeds himself on an alien starship and then ends up having to deal with a lot of different problems personally and with the fact that humanity might get wiped out by these aliens. It's quite the crisis of conscience that he has to deal with. It's a lot of fun. Grab this. It's in the description below. Thank you guys so much for supporting our books and supporting our channel here as we cover everything in science fiction. So this is the post that really set it off today. L.D. Lewis, Peach Jolly Rancher, who I don't know who this is, but look at this, 4,000 followers on BlueSky. That's everybody on BlueSky. Sci-Fi writer, editor, publisher, DPO at Lambda Lit, Ignite's Mother Award doer, Hugo Award winner, of course, con runner, runs conventions, joy enthusiast, cake by grumpy she/her chef. Oh yes, and of course, a nice rainbow flag in here. And when this person said this thing, she got this going. If you're going to start an account called SFWA Leaks, that's the Science Fiction Writers of America, and mass follow people, you have to state your business immediately or be blocked. And the fact that someone doesn't know that indicates they don't go here. You see how immediately they the diverse and inclusive crowd, if you are not one of them, if you don't identify as tribe, if it's not obvious that you're part of this tribe, you are out and you must be excluded. Yeah, they are hateful, bigoted people. Now, SFWA, the Science Fiction Writers of America, has been embroiled in scandal after scandal. This year has been crazy for them. They lost their president, who ditched because it looked like there was a disabled employee who was about to sue them for not providing adequate disability, whatever it was, accessibility stuff. And all the volunteers were quitting. Nothing was getting done. It's become a joke. Now, SFWA used to be a wonderful organization. It was started by big science fiction names back in the 60s and 70s, and they were basically unionizing to go against major publishers who were trying to screw authors. And so what they did back then was actually try to make contracts fair for writers. It was a good thing. Now, as the internet age came along, contracts became standardized. Everybody kind of knew what they were doing. And so the usefulness of it kind of just went by the wayside. Nowadays, all the organization does is just whine about identity politics all the time. They fundraise for anthologies for the Ukraine and crap like that. And then they try to gatekeep everybody out of the industry who doesn't ascribe to their woke identity politics. It's a big clout structure where they, put the name tag up there saying, I'm in SFWA. That means I'm a professional writer, and you should have me speak at your event. And none of these people actually make any money. I mean, we make way more money than pretty much everybody in the club at this juncture. And it's just a disaster. It shows what science fiction is. These are the only people that are allowed these days, like the they, thems. And so a SFWA Leaks was started. I didn't start this account. If you thought it was me, it's not. But it's a person who's saying we're going to leak stuff about SFWA and the corruption that's going on. I applaud it. I think that's great. But it triggers these people because what's weird is SFWA is corrupt. And you see immediately they assume it's me. This Merc Fenn Wolfmore is one of those like serial short story writers who gets into magazines just like this one. And you could see queer non-binary SFFH author Ace Arrow. I have no idea what that means. AUDHD. Can you guys translate this for me in the comments? This is not English. I have no idea what this means. Write stuff. Oh yeah, you're an elegant writer, and they, them, of course. And so this person assumes it's me. In the comments already, a big SFWA member there. Maybe even JDA based on similar accounts before. And I've never made any account on BlueSky that actually like comments. I've got one just so I can look at this stuff. Never made a post on BlueSky. So this is kind of funny. I'm like their boogeyman. They think everybody's me, every out there. Can't recall what it is. John Del Arroz. The kid couldn't spell my name right. Merc Fenn Wolfmore. I mean, you just, it's Arroz. It's a Latino name, you bigot. Troll. The crap I miss, not complaining. So pretty interesting right there. That's someone who's not, if not, is out to cause fights and chaos, ignorant enough of the nuanced community communication. That's all they'd achieve there anyway. Now, the president stepped down, and then the next interim president also stepped down. Nobody wanted to run this club, and actually the person running for secretary was out, and some weird gay guy is now going to be on this. But it got John Scalzi's attention, this SFWA account here, I guess because of this Peach Jolly Rancher weirdo. Anyone who is following me to get dirt on SFWA is going to be sorely disappointed. You see how John Scalzi, the Gamma Male, immediately makes it about him, even though it has nothing to do with him. This is what he does every single time. When he commented on the Neil Gaiman controversy, he wrote like a 3,000-word rambling blog about him and how people shouldn't worship him. It's like, okay, well, we don't, John. You're a weirdo. So ever since I stopped being SFWA president and my stated policies to say nothing about the organization in public, aside from the most generic of reposts about the nebulas, etc., I blocked that Leaks account regardless. Notice how they're virtue signaling about blocking an account. You're so stunning and brave, John. Amazing. But you could see his stated public policy is to say nothing about the organization, which means there's something wrong with the organization that should be said, which he's not saying publicly. Because why would you say something like this otherwise? And that's exactly what this has done. The SFWA Leaks thing has just caused these people to go absolutely insane. He says it's been more than a decade since I was president of SFWA. So if you think I have more than passing knowledge of anything internal to the organization since then, I'll give you a nice, sensible chuckle. Yeah, nobody knows anything what's going on there at all. Absolutely crazy. Danny Lore, oh yes. There are a lot of racist eagles to jump on what's happening with SFWA. Be careful. That means, again, something new is happening that's worse again. Who are these racists? Maybe it's a Merc, the Merc person there, because that person seems racist against Latinos. Can't even spell a Latino name. Very sad. I cannot overstate how little I care about the SFWA drama. I'm not the target audience for any of that. If you've got something newsworthy to say about SFWA, you need to remain anonymous. Look at this. Start with Jason Sanford. Now, this guy's a terrible, terrible guy who has made his career off of just attacking conservatives in science fiction. He's a hack writer, no talent whatsoever. Went at Baen Books very, very hard. Baen Books is, they're an apolitical group, and he just couldn't handle that because you have to be woke. They say he's actually a journalist. Hey, I'm actually a journalist, my friends. Gosh, he knows how to protect his sources, and the community trusts that he vets when he hears and only passes on unattributable info when it's solid. Regarding the SFWA account that's following everyone, you might also want to block SFWA audit. Oh boy, extremely non-sus. Here's the SFWA leaks from Alex Axe. Oh my gosh, they, them again. Oh, in SFWA. Amazing. You can see they're all melting down right now just because this account exists. Nope. Blocked. Okay, about the SFWA Leaks account that's following folks, what was done to Aaron couldn't have been with open communication. Weird time to start a zero transparency gossip account, isn't it? Oh boy. Oh boy. So what is this SFWA Leaks actually saying that's so crazy? There's no posts, there's no replies, no media. Huh. I guess they're just scared about what's going on here. I'll have to look into this Aaron situation. Maybe we'll cover it tomorrow, my guys. I don't even know who that is, but I'm sure it's going to be fun as these rabbit holes go deep within woke science fiction. There's a reason these people don't sell. They've destroyed science fiction with their identity politics for a long, long time, and that's why we fight here, guys. Thank you for following. Hit the like, subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. I love laughing at this type of stuff. This is so gross. Who buys this? My gosh. Please grab The Stars Entwined for some good science fiction. Grab this whole trilogy, my friend. Ebook, print, and audio, all available for you for your convenience. I appreciate you for being there.